Have you ever felt like you're in a hopeless situation, outnumbered and outgunned? Well, I've got good news for you. God specializes in turning the impossible into the victorious. Then today we go in to see how God helped Gideon and his 300 men defeat an entire army with nothing but trumpets and torches. Our story begins with Gideon, a simple sheep herder who heard God's call to rescue Israel from the oppression of the Midianites. But when he shared this call with his family and friends, they all thought he was crazy. They told him, "Look at you, you're trying to save Israel. You're just a nobody." So Gideon wasn't really feeling too confident about this mission. He was like, "Okay, God, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to help me out a little bit." And God said, "Okay, you want some backup? No problem." And God started to reduce Gideon's army until it was down to just 300 men. And Gideon was like, "Wait, what? Are you sure? It's because I kind of need a bigger army to fight this battle." And God was like, "Trust me, Gideon, you've got everything you need. Just do as I say, and I'll help you defeat the Midianites. Nobody can boast in my victory except me." Gideon might have doubted his army size, but he trusted God's plan. So at night, he divided his 300 men into groups and gave each man a trumpet, a torch, and a jar to hold. Then God spoke to Gideon and said, "When the time is right, blow your trumpets. Break the jars and shout for the Lord and for Gideon." Gideon waited patiently, and when the time was right, he gave the signal. The men blew their trumpets, broke their jars, and shouted for the Lord and for Gideon. The noise was so loud and unexpected that the Midianites panicked and started running. They were terrified of what they thought was an enormous attacking force. They fled in all directions, and the men of Israel pursued them and captured many alive. Others were killed. So despite being outnumbered, Gideon and his 300 men won a great victory. God doesn't need a lot of people to accomplish his mission. He just needs people who trust him. And that's exactly what Gideon did. He might have started out as a nobody, but he ended up as a hero because he trusted God's plan. Well, that's all for today. But don't forget, God is on our side. No matter what challenges we face, we can overcome them with his help. Just like Gideon and his 300 men, we don't need a huge army to win the battle. We just need faith in God's promises. So keep believing, keep praying, and keep trusting in God's plan. And remember, with God on our side, we can do anything. See you next time.